Allahu, 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 Allah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulih kareem, amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Is refraining from cutting nails and hair in the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah a sunnah or considered mustahab? Is it recommended or required only for those who are planning on having a qurbani done? Is there any difference in opinion with the four madhahib? So, according to the Hanafi school, it is mustahab to refrain. Mustahab means desirable. So desirable means that if you do it, you will be rewarded. If you not do it, you will not be sinned. Okay, this is the way it means. So according to the Hanafi school, it is desirable to stay away from cutting hair and nails if you have the intention to do qurbani, right? Until the animal is sacrificed. Whether you're sacrificing it here, whether you're sacrificing it some other part of the world where you're sending the money, they do let you know that okay, your animal is done. Whether it's the first day, the second day, or on the third day, whichever day is. Once you know it, then after that you can cut your hair and nails. And number two, this is only for those who is going to do the qurbani, the sacrifice. Those who does not have the means to do it, they don't have to do that. Okay. And number three, yes, there's a difference of opinion. As I said, according to the Hanafi school, it is mustahab. According to Imam Shafi, rahimahullah, it is sunnat muakkada. Again, of course, it is, we should be doing it anyways, right? Getting the reward for it. But according to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahimahullah, it is mandatory. Means that if you do not do it, you'll be sinned. According to Imam Ahmad, his opinion is strict on this. So it is good too. But now the time is over. After Maghrib is first of Dhul Hijjah. So now you cannot until the animal is sacrificed. So before that, you could have prepared yourself, nails should be cut, hair should be cut, whatever it is, but no. Inshallah, next year, if anyone did do it. Is it permissible to name a girl Amra? Amra, Ain, Mim, Ra, and Tai Mudawwara. Tai Mudawwara, Golda, that we call it, Golda. Amra. Yes, it is permissible because it is a name of a sahabiya, Amra bint Rawaha radiyallahu anha. So when there's a name of a sahabi or a sahabiya, prophet's name, don't look into the meaning of it. But because in some cases we will find that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam changed the name of sahabi and sahabiya. He changed it because of the meaning of it. One of the daughter of Umar radiallahu anhu, her name was Asiya. He changed it to Jamila. So Asiya means disobedient. Someone who was a disobedient. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam after Islam changed it to Jamila. So he did. But some places he did change the name. But Amra bint Rawaha is a mashhur sahabiya, very famous sahabiya. No problem, you can name that. It will be blessing, inshallah. What is the meaning of the name Jahash? I heard it meant mule, but isn't it also a name of a sahabi? Yes, Jahash, the meaning is mule, and it is a name of a sahabi, Jahash al-Juhani radiyallahu anhu, right? And again, a word has different meanings. So a word have different meanings, right? So yes, it is permissible because it was a name of a Sahabi, so there's no problem in that to name a child, a boy, Jahsh. Is it permissible for ayah to be sung within a nasheed? For example, the first ayah of Surah Kawthar in a nasheed regarding Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Singing an ayah or a surah of the Quran, like a line or verse in a nasheed, it is against the honor and respect of the Quran. It violates all the tajweed rules. So Quran is not for singing or put in nasheed. It is to recite, to ponder upon, and to practice it in your life, right? So we should be staying away from this. It will not be permissible to do that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. My friend asked, you know how a woman is not allowed to enter a masjid when she's on her period? What if she's getting married and on that day or a few days before she gets her period? What happens then? Can she still enter the masjid for the nikah? This is a problem nowadays, unfortunately. People have no respect for the masjid. There's no fear of God. It is very clear in Sharia, in Islam, a woman in her periods cannot enter the masjid, number one. And it's not only about the woman. A man who is in major impurity, in janaba, cannot even enter the masjid. Right? It is very clear in the Sharia. It is prohibited, and if a woman is getting married in this state, she is not allowed to, according to the Sharia, she is not allowed to enter the masjid, period. Right? It will not be permissible, and she will not be excused. Instead, what will happen? Whether she stays home and she sends a representative, a wakil, a mahram, father, brother, a mahram or a son, can come and complete the nikah formalities. If not, she's coming in, then she should be staying outside the masjid. I have said this many times. When we are saying masjid, it does not mean the whole building is a masjid. We have to understand this. Of course, every masjid is different. The designated areas are different. Now, let's say, for example, this masjid, ISGL, we enter where the shoe area is. That's not a masjid. When we enter this area, this lobby, that's not a masjid area. This, you see the carpets. This is the masjid area. So if anyone is coming, even though, okay, that is, she needs to get married, she stays there. She stays in that area, she can get married, and then no problem, then she can go. But coming in, the same thing with those who are participating in that ceremony. Those women who are coming in, they're not even allowed to come in the masjid if they're in that state. We should be very, the problem is now that we want for our own change and relaxation, we want the Sharia to change, not us. We want that Sharia changes, but we don't change. That cannot happen. It is totally prohibited, and very clearly Rasulullah ﷺ has prohibited in Sahih Ahadith that in this state, a woman or a man who is in major impurity should not enter the masjid. That's it. It's very easy. Number two is that when the dates are being fixed of marriage, so the girl the mother or the elder sister knows the days of the periods. We should not be having those days fixed anyways. Right? Number 3 is that the masjid, the mutawalli, the caretaker of the masjid, they should designate an area for such. It's all about the intentions. Let's say, for example, a certain part of a masjid area is not a masjid area. Even though let's say this is a masjid area, right? But let's say one quarter of that area in the back, let's say the sisters area, is not. They make that intention that this is not a masjid. This is not a masjid. So it will be easy for the women who are in that state. They can come in because that is not part of the masjid. It's just a regular place. So whether this area or any masjid, wherever it is, they should know this, that sisters come, they have gatherings, they have nikah and all these things, different type of things going on. So they should have a portion, an area which these type of sisters who are in their periods, and they should know that this is the area for them. Khalas, no problem solved. But if someone wants to change the Sharia and make excuses, that's not going to happen. You need to change, not the Sharia. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. I bought a certain item from a company for free, as they were offering a free trial if you buy subscription to receive that item every month. I had no intention to repurchase it, as I just wanted it for single use. Once I received the item, I canceled the subscription. And one of the reasons that were given for canceling subscriptions was that I don't feel like continuing. So I chose that option and canceled it. My question is, would it be permissible for me to use that item? So this type of, it's a market strategy, right? Market strategy. That you subscribe, you get something free, right? This market. And they know for a fact, the company knows that later on many people will cancel. So there's nothing, according to this, it is permissible to use it. They know that this is going to happen. After that, so there's you may consume whatever it is, whether you use it, you eat it, whatever it is, something free that can be done. There's no problem in that. That's it for today. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.
Allah, Allah.